Good evening and welcome back to FTR round 6, this time around Canada for our Premier Division. Everybody going through into Q2 here, only got 15 drivers, so every single one should be able to just go through to Q2. We won't see any major times. We might have another driver or two joining us. I think that is Boinky's first out of the pits. Let's follow him around in that bright red Ferrari. And get some car sounds onto the screen here. So from last week, Bob taking the win of the race, Super D coming in second. Bob now surpassing Nick in the Drivers' Championship, so Bob is our current Drivers' Championship leader, and Mercedes that Bob's driving for is the Constructors' leader at the moment with a healthy lead of about 32 points if I'm not mistaken. Bob only having a point lead of about 7 points, so Nick is still in there, and right behind him is Josh, putting Nick in a Mercedes sandwich. Let's see Boinky starting his first lap through the wall of champions, still surviving it. Oof. And that Aston Martin just behind him was very close to that wall. Very easy to lose the end plate. Very tricky track on wing. Ooh, that rear just sliding a little bit. As you can run a lot of wing for helping you in sector 1, 2, or you can run low wing and just be a rocket down the straight. It's also a very long straight. 20.6 first sector for Boinkies. And that Aston is just sitting on top of that Ferrari. And it looks like they're racing already. We're gonna go side by side. Ooh, and he thought better of it. Aston going out on the medium for an interesting fact. So he's gonna have the option for 2 mediums during the race. And Boinky setting the first time on the board of a 113 flat. Zadi that followed him so closely by at 112.1. His teammate coming around, Imi Alonso, by a 10th. See a Dean Fergie just started the lap. Let's follow him around. Arnu with a 112 flat, representing for the Red Bulls Nick Gieshan with a 111.4 and a medium. Let's get the tire stats out. There we go. So a lot of people are going to have the medium, the double medium for the race. And with everybody being safe going into Q2, there's no need to use the soft, or no need for the soft. This is also a dynamic weather race, so if anybody of the drivers are listening in, if you can keep us up to date on if there will be any rain during qualifying or during the race, that will be interesting to know, interesting to find out. As you know, we have 4 dynamic weather races this season as FTR, and this will be number 2. Ooh, now see there was an Alpine in the Wall of Champions of Royal Vikings, so that will be him done for qualifying. So he'll start off right at the end. I see Panda's just asking for another invite. You guys will just not mind. I'm just going to send him an invite. There we go. And I see Avalex joining us, sorry to mention. He had some load shedding up until 8, so he should be joining us shortly in the lobby. And that's the thing, T-Keeps, they can also nice and slow, 113 flat, saving those softs. He's still going to be able to use them in the second part of qualifying. Shakes, another medium runner for us here. Shake setting a purple first sector. I'm not sure if this is a true purple, but we'll see soon enough. He's going through the second sector here. Khatuya Lebi going in with a 111.2. And Shake setting a 111.16, splitting those Red Bulls. Super D just starting his lap. Getting nice space there from the Ferrari of Bob, I think. That just completed his lap. Super D 199 already in the first sector, also showing purple for us. And this is Avalak joining us now. If the sound was any different on your side, the sound was definitely different on my earphones. So we should soon hear from Avalak when he joins. Super D going through the second sector of 42.7. Let's see what he can get down this big straight. So getting very close to that wall of champions. And Super D setting a 111.4. 3 thousandths away of negation on the medium. And Josh with a 110.8, our first 10 of the night. And I think they're just gonna keep on coming. Josh also got a lot of points to score tonight. He's got a lot of room to make up for in the championship. Running currently in third, but 30 points, I think, behind his teammate. It's a lot of ground to make, especially with your teammate very close up in that qualifying pace with you. There, the modem is connecting. So everybody has set a lap. If you can hear me, please retire. We can move on to Q2. So back to dynamic races. If any drivers still out there and listening, please send me a weather update so that we can know if we're going to see if anything. I'm talking about dynamic races. Next week we're at Australia, and Australia will also be a dynamic race. I think I can I can start here. Avalak, good evening. How are you doing, sir?
Good, you, buddy.
Alright, alright.
Good.
Surviving the load shedding?
Yeah, same on this side.
I see Nick is letting us know it's going to be a dry session all day long.
How did they manage to get that right?
Yeah, we have to set it to full wet for Australia then, so we can see some rain this season.
No, don't worry. Don't worry. It will rain tomorrow night in Vision 2. Fuck.
The question is, are you ready for Canada, my sir?
Look, I've been ill. I've been sleeping for 2 days consistent, so I'm not sure if I'm Arthur or Martha. So it is what it is.
Fun.
It is. Good times.
But you sound better. You don't sound like you got a snot nose or anything, so it sounds like the Iliaden is working.
Had some meds and stuff, right? So if a Super D, Torment and Boinkies can just press the button, we can move on in life.
Save us 5 minutes of our life.
Yeah, 5 minutes. I can do plenty in 5. Yeah, don't really get that part. We can't be the only league who does that. Anyway, now it's just Torment. Yay for Torment. Well done, Torment. Alright, so Royal Viking, no time. What's going on there?
The Wall of Champions got the better of him. Yeah, our first driver suffering at...
Alright, how many drivers did we lose?
Only one for the session. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's only Royal Viking that had a oopsie.
Okay then. Torment, if you're listening to the stream.
Or if any of you people in your party may be listening to the stream.
Move on.
Yes.
Yeah, I tell you what, the power of social media.
Yes. Thank you, streams.
Yeah,
so yeah, we got Josh over the first 10 of the night at 10.8. Stellar of a lap. I don't think I can do that in time trial.
I don't think I can do that even if I cut all the corners. So this is my least favorite track. Do not like this track. Do not like anything about it. So I'm not sure why I put it on calendar. I must have been drunk or something.
Yeah, and myself and Nick just missed it completely. But nobody would have known how bad Canada would have been, or could have been.
Look, there's a couple of tracks I just completely hate. One is Bahrain. Not sure why they want to race there. The other place is Canada. Yeah, definitely not my favorite.
They say Qatar is actually the most difficult track on the calendar this year.
Thank goodness that's not on our calendar yet. Probably will feature next season. Will most definitely feature next season. But yeah, so if you just joined us, welcome to season 11. This is round 6. Yes, it is. And we are in Montreal, in Canada. And this is Premier Division, and tomorrow night Division 2, and then we head off, like Anke said earlier, to the land down under. We're on our way to Australia.
Australia, mate.
I'm going to get some tunes in the background to play while we're doing the Australian Grand Prix. It sounds like fun. Anke, we seriously need to get our cameras up and running on our PlayStations so we can have some fun during streams.
Yeah, that would be fun.
Yeah, but it is... yeah, sorry, Zero. So it is, at the moment, it is Bob leading the championship, followed by Nick. And, yeah, Josh has got some points too. Yeah, he's got some ground to make, and if I'm not mistaken, I don't have the standings in front of me, but I'm pretty sure that it's Mercedes leading the constructors in Premier Division.
That is correct, and they've got a healthy lead of about 30 points, 32 points.
Yeah, and that's over Red Bull, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, and then the Astons, I think, was in third.
That is correct. Aston's a little bit further behind with about 70 points to make up to get into the lead.
Okay.
So they've got a lot of ground to make, but still not impossible. Anything can happen in racing.
Yeah, so Tolman's got in the wrong car, but we'll give him the allocation for the Williams, because he probably joined late, so he's in the Ferrari, he shouldn't be there. So we'll just move him around at the end of the race. Sergeant Panda, I'm not sure, he's been trying to get in, get out, get in, get out. I'm just going to send him an invite, because he has been hopping.
Hey, he's in the session. I've been looking at chats, so okay. he is in the session. I think he struggled to get his car. Tolman accidentally took his car.
Probably not very happy that he doesn't have his own car. Okay then.
Yeah, sounds are different, and it does make a difference in...
yeah, I'm used to this track anyway. You can give me a bloody long lawnmower and I'll still be the same. So, so yeah.
So Distinct Deaky, quick driver from last week, second time around here with us, invalidated his first lap in Q2.
Freaky deaky. Alright then.
See how sneaky he can be.
Yeah. So my teammate, you are dropping the team again tomorrow. Gee, I tell you what, you're going to get replaced at Aston. I tell you what. I'm going to pull in fucking Christian Horner myself and just fire you.
Just get Danny Ricken to help you.
I'm just going to, I'll just advertise somewhere. Someone needs to come and help me out, yeah. The first time that we're actually on top of the leaderboard in terms of the constructors, and then you decide not to race.
We got to keep it close. We got to keep it close.
I tell you what, you made a big difference since you joined, so it's good to see Aston on top there. It will be a very short while, because don't expect fireworks from me tomorrow night, unfortunately. It's just a track that I do not like. It's a track that I don't put the effort in. It's just not a cool track. No. Right, first lap on the board, a 1:10.9 for Zadi, so he's in the 1:10. So yeah, that's first shots being fired there. And we'll see how the guys go around. So at the moment, I'm going to stick with Deaky, Freaky Deaky, and see how he goes on his lap.
I'm on with Super D in the horse.
Too many stupid corners, too many stupid walls, too many stupid tar on this place. Right, so the 11.295, yeah, that too. Not enough wing. Alright, 1:10.6 for Bob, there we go. That's one into the 1:10s, and Tolman pops himself up into fourth with the 1:11.8. And while I'm here with, and Dean Fergie pops into the pits, he might have invalidated his lap, I think. No, he didn't. But it is going to be Deaky across the line now, so let's see where he pops himself in. And that will be a 1:12 flat, and that's good enough for fifth at the moment. Imi currently in sector 2. Car looks nicely hooked up. This Aston looks nice over the bumps.
I was checking Super D on stream. It's taking the last chicane.
Definitely need to ask my teammates in Premier Division what they're running in this Aston, because their Aston looks better than mine.
Super D crossing the line of 11.2.
Alright, so that's good enough for third at the moment. There is yellows out, but that looks just like a slow going Ferrari getting out of the way.
And Imi.
Right, so that looks like a good last corner there for Ime. So let's see where this puts him. Yeah, happy days. 1:10.8 and Zadia 1:10.9. So the two Astons putting themselves up there, both into the 1:10s, which is great to see. I really want to have a look at Nick. Yeah, Nick's going to start his... Well, he's actually going to finish his lap.
Starting a lap?
1:10.8.
Oh, no,
there
sorry.
we go.
Did finish it. Sure.
Yeah, so a good lap there by the Gish man. And Shakes pops himself up into second with a 1:10.7. So really close between, I would say, the top 5 at the moment. Super D's still yet to break the 10s. And so is the rest of the field below him. So I see everyone's on an out lap at the moment, so I can't really tell you. I'll tell you when Josh starts his lap, so maybe we can jump
we're already on him.
Okay, then we can just...
Great minds think alike, you know?
spend some time with him.
So let's see. A lot of expectation from that first quali lap, but 10.8. I think he can definitely improve and beat his teammate. 10.6. His teammate saying, that's enough. He retired from the session already.
Yeah, no, that's good enough to get him through. Shouldn't be a problem.
So also to mention, Shakes coming in saying Las Vegas is the hardest. Qatar is quite smooth.
I haven't been to Las Vegas in the actual game. So
I haven't been to Las Vegas in any which form.
Yep, any shape or form, absolutely not. Although I think I played Leisure Suit Larry, and that was in Las Vegas. Yeah, for any of you that's old enough to know what Leisure Suit Larry is, yeah, good game. I kept on dying in that game.
I'm too young, sorry.
Oh, you're too young for that. Oh, my word, Hanku. You missed the best adult game there was. I kept on dying. I wonder why. Anyway. So it looks like good from... I haven't seen any purples from him, so it's just been green all around.
Purple 2.
Oh, purple 2. Alright, then.
See what he can do coming out of the World of Champions.
It's very nice and close there. So let's see where this is going to drop him off.
10.5.
10.5, that's very good. That's more or less what he did in Q2, or Q1. So,
no, it's
probably
a 2/10.
Yeah, 2/10 improvement. So that's track evolution for you right there. Tormund's not on the lap. Couture Levy, he's invalidated his lap.
Dean Fergie
Dean is going to finish his lap. So let's see where the Fergs man put himself up. It's probably going to be a 1:11.5 or 1:11.9. Right, that's good enough for 12th at the moment. So a bit of trouble there. Himself, DK Boinkies hasn't set a lap yet. Couture Levy also in a bit of trouble. And you tend to think that guys like Dorman Kiel, Cyberchart and Arno Gijs is definitely not safe. I definitely think the cut-off time will probably be 1:11.1 thereabout. 1:11.2 flat. So Arno's got some work to do, the same as Torment. Cyber might just be okay there. But fast drivers behind him, Couture Levy, Dean Fergie, DK. And Boinky is very consistent, so we'll keep an eye out on that. So DK is on an outlap again. Alright, Boinky's in the pit, so he's going to put some new boots on. And give it a go.
Everybody coming into pits or on an outlap at the moment. So we've got Distinct Diki, Arno Gijs and Super D all prepping and setting up for...
Yeah, I'm gonna hang around a bit with Arno and see if he can improve, and I'll let you know through Sector 1 if he does improve and by how much.
And
can follow
on
Arno
stream
around.
I'm with Distinct Diki.
Alright. Alright, Shakes has also had enough, so the top 3 is retired in the pits, and to be quite honest, I think that's good enough to put them through into Q3. Alright, this is a normal race weekend for us, so there's no sprint. We had to sprint last week in Spa-Francorchamps. So, I'll let you know how Arno goes about in his lap. He's busy chasing his own personal best of a 1:11.3. And you tend to think that he needs to get close to the 1:11.1s to get through.
Yeah, big jumble up between 7th and 11th. Literally a 10th.
So Arno at the moment is a 10th and a half up. So this looks, and it's a purple sector 1 for him. My word, what a lap so far. So if you want to jump on board with him, this looks really rapid. He's definitely nailed sector 1. Sector 2 looks very good. It doesn't look the car at all. That looks good. This might just be a mega lap from Arno. So let's just see, almost 4 tenths up, and that's another purple sector for him.
It's all in his last sector, all or
Yeah,
nothing.
let's see. Look, this is just what makes this track so annoying. Is this literally the last corner? You can really make up 2 tenths or be in the wall.
Yeah.
So it's all about the wall of champions. And if Arno kicks on with this, I tell you what, this will be just don't invalidate. That looks nice and solid. Didn't do anything funny or extreme. And that's going to be
a
10.7, baby.
Surpassing the teammate.
1:10.787, getting ahead of his teammate. Ouch. Good lap there by Arno. My word. So yeah, let me just pop down. Deke is not improving. I think he made a mistake somewhere. Boinkies hasn't set the lap yet. Alright, so while you do that, I am going to look at Super D improves to 7th. Yeah, and he puts himself up into a 1:10.894. That's good enough for 7th. Currently the cut-off time is a 11.3, which is dormant. So I am going to check. I just want to see where Dean is. Dean is getting some heat in his tires.
I think it's going to be a very close quali of the losing 4 drivers here. And with it already being so close, I can just think it's going to be a tooth and nail fight until the end.
Yeah, it's a second, less than a second between 1st and 11th at the moment, which is a short track, but very technical if you ask me. So it's yeah, if you get within 2-3 tenths of someone, yeah, it's really good. So let's see, Deke got a bit of a slipstream there from the Red Bull. So let's see who's going to pop himself into. Looks nice and solid through the Wall of Champions. And that's going to be a 1:11 flat. So my 1:11.1 is still up for grabs here.
Oof, and Boyke's only setting a 1:11.8. It's not going to have the time to set up another one.
That's just not going to be enough, unless he's got enough fuel in. Dean is about 3.5 tenths up on his time through Sector 1. So let's see what Sector 2 holds for him. Yeah, half a tenth up in Sector 2. That will take him to 1:11.4. So which will still not be good enough. Ooh, almost make contact with the wall there. So he comes out of the hairpin. So yeah, this is it for Dean. Unless Boinkies has got some fuel in the tank and probably saved a bit of tires. Let's see where this is going to put Dean. If this is going to be enough for the top 10 shootout. No, it's not. General improvement for him, but just not enough in Sector 3. So 1:11.5. So don't think he's going to have another go.
I'm on board with Torment here. Torment already 2.5 tenths up in Sector 1 alone.
So yeah, so he needs a tenth to jump Cyber, and I'm going to keep an eye out on Gatua Levy.
Cyber's still sitting in the pits. Cyber not pulling the trigger to do another lap.
Yeah, so that's going to be it for him. He's going to rely on other people making mistakes.
Torment setting a purple 3 tenths up now on his time. But this could mean, if all of that time is left off in the final sector, that could mean that Josh or Bob or Shakes is running very little wing, and they might struggle through the first and second sector, but they'll just be a rocket ship through on the straight.
Absolutely. So Torment pops himself up into 7th, and that pushes Cyber out of so Cyber is going out, and he's got a minute to finish a lap. That's just not going to happen.
Yeah, it's a bit late.
He cuts every corner that there is, and then he spins, trying to be a bit too hasty, and that's qualifying down for Cyber. So unfortunately for him, as he's not going to improve. I just want to see if Dean's going to have another go. He's got a bit of ERS. I don't think it's going to be enough. Let's just have a look. This is now the 3rd run on these tires. I don't think this tires has got more in it. He's probably going to be very down in Sector 1, so let's just have a look.
He's also quite low on fuel. I see that fuel indicator flashing for him.
Yeah, so let's see what Sector 1, if he's a tenth or so down in Sector 1, then that's basically, it's very square with his lap time. Oh, big moment. No, pushing a bit too hard, so that's Dean done for the session. So it looks like we're going to lose Cyber, we've lost Gatua Levy, we're going to lose Dean, and we're going to lose Boinkies. And Deke is going to start himself into the top 10 shootout.
Still very close, but 4-10 splitting the top 10.
Yeah, 4 tenths. Look, it's like Austria. It's a very short track.
But unlike
you don't expect
Austria,
the guys to be.
This is very technical, like you said.
Very technical. But you don't expect the guys to be 5-6 tenths off each other like you would get in Spa and maybe Japan. So, yeah. So from a team perspective, the two Mercedes drivers are through. You've got the two Red Bull drivers, the two Aston Martins is also through, and that's the top 3 teams in the constructor standings.
And Super D, the flyer of a lap, 10.4.
Yeah, that was probably not needed from him, but it's good to put that lap up because that is track evolution for you. You'll get definitely a tenth or two being the last person out on track, so that was a good lap. But just going back to the team, so one Williams in the top 10, which is Diki. Torment in, the other Williams, Torment Kill, so both Williams in, and Torment just in the wrong car this evening. So two Williams, two Red Bulls, two Mercedes, two Astons. And then the odd one out is the Haas, Super D, and the Alfa Romeo of Shakes, but it is Super D. Who got the last say on the last run, put him on top of the pile in quality 2. I'm going to take a short break. I need to get some water.
Not a problem.
We'll do Q3.
We'll see you now. And we back for Q3. I see a Red Bull first out on the line. Nick Gishin wanting some stream time. Drivers know you first out on track, you on stream for your whole lap. Just get some telemetry on here. Don't need tire details. So Nick Gishin, first man on track, first man to start his lap. Now run into a little bit of traffic of ours ahead. Everybody trying to get a banker lap on and then going for the second runs, which I think we'll see some true pace coming out of everyone. Nice space given there by that horse. Purple sector 2. This could be in reflect of his own time. See Nick sitting at 10.6. Very close to Q2 pole time. Next up over the line is Josh or Bob. It's Bob with a 10.3. And then next up is Super D starting a lap. Let's follow around Super D. Quickest in Q2.
Yeah, that was a very good lap there by Negishin, getting a 110.6. That's faster than his Q2 appearance, so a good lap by him. Also by Zadi, 110.7. Imi is finishing his lap, but that was probably just a sighter for him.